Hi guys. So in the last talk, we discussed the trauma bond that happened to you. Now, how do you detach from this toxic bond? Obviously, you know this is not good for you. And you tried so many times to leave, but it's not working. You're stuck in this insane pattern and it's getting worse, maybe even dangerous. So first, if you're in danger, please, I urge you to get help from law enforcement and a therapist. Too many times the situation become physically abusive and even deadly, So if you can take some time, you can try these other methods. The first method is the broken record method. When they try to paint you as irrational, gaslight you, belittle you, or unsettle you in any way, just state the facts and just state the evidence. Just continue to say what the facts are. Like, just keep saying, these are the facts. You can't argue with the facts, okay? The second method is the BIF method, and it's keeping your conversation brief, informative, friendly, and firm. BIF. I would add authoritative to this method. So ABIF. It's going to take some time to get you to be authoritative. But once you display an authoritative message, they usually back down. I shut almost all this unnecessary chaos with, it's not safe for you to be here, okay, to do this right here, right now, okay? The third method is the gray rock method. I like this one because in this method, you become just like a gray rock. Boring, neutral, and resistant to provocation and all the manipulation they do, okay? You become like a flat, like in a way they can extract any supply for themselves. No more praise, no more ego strokes, no more attention, no more sex. Nothing. They get nothing from you anymore. No positive attention, no negative attention. All these interactions are brief and neutral. If they ask questions, just say yes or no. Acknowledge the question. Just don't engage, okay? Like, thank you for telling me. Interesting. I see. They'll try to provoke you because they get dopamine when they're hurting you, okay? If you don't give them that, they'll get disinterested. When they can't manufacture chaos, they'll get bored and go somewhere else for supply. Okay, the fourth method is the reverse DARVO method. We talked a lot about DARVO, deny, attack, reverse, victim, offender, okay? So the reverse is detach, assert, request, validate, and observe, okay? So detaching from this manufactured story, okay, the emotions, you gotta ground yourself, okay, and assert yourself confidently without being aggressive. You take authority of the situation and take charge of the situation, okay? Then make a specific request, like, don't talk to me like that in this condescending manner. This is not a safe place for you. Please leave. Then you validate your own emotions and honor your own perception. Then carefully observe the reactions of the other person, okay? The fifth method is the reverse discard method. And I use that a lot with these people. And this is where you persuade the other person to discard you first. This can reduce the chances of them raging and retaliation because they think they broke up with you. and once they do that, they won, right? Because that's all they want. And the last one is the cold turkey method. This is for survivors that have tried, and now it's the last straw, right? You're gonna wait for a mistreatment or something, like any kind of incident which will happen. And like clockwork, you know that. Then you're gonna tell yourself, hey, what is the cost of staying here and what are the benefits, okay? There's more pain coming, if you stay. If you have no energy for manufactured drama, you can see through the gaslighting, and you have given up on anything. You can given up on trying to understand them. Also, the wish that you had things that could be better. Okay, that feeling is replaced with the truth, which is, this is never ever gonna change. You're done with making these things work. Okay, fix things or change things. This is not the person you first met. This is an imposter that tricked you. And with that, you're gonna do something physical, like rent an apartment and move, get a moving truck. And if you can do all that, you're on your way to detachment. And don't try to show them anything, because engaging with them is stupid. You know that. You win when you're not playing their stupid game. Their frantic attempts to upset you is just a sign that what you're doing is working, okay? And they're losing control over you. They do this to establish a sense of superiority, because they don't want to be discarded by you, right? But all it is manipulation. It's designed to keep you in this toxic pattern, and you deserve better, right? These are people that are actively working against you. Every instance of neglect and abuse, it's calculated and intentional, and they set you up for failure because they enjoy when you get hurt. They get dopamine every time you fail, so they set you up for failure just because. Okay? And with that, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, and don't kill any insects today. Mwah, 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 mwah.